Hmm. All right, another speedrun video. It's been a while since I've done a Rapid game, gotta be honest, since I retired, but I decided to give it another go. Mainly for the reason that I got an instant some insights about how to play these sort of games. Because with Rapid, you don't really know what you're doing. Yeah, but now I come to the discovery that you really want to think about uh, all the tactical variations. Take your time, the positional advantages in the first portion of the game, which I'm not really doing. I'm playing a very gambitty line, but still, it's quite in my book, I would say. And depending on how the game goes, if you're in time trouble, you want to play tactical at some point. But the main proportion is kind of positional. So let's say the first 8, 9 minutes are positional. You want to squeeze out the positional advantage, and then in the last minutes, you just want to attack and see if your opponent can react to the threats you make. Okay, interesting. Did not see this coming. I'm just gonna play King G8 here. I'm playing fast because I kind of know what I have to do in the opening, which we're kind of heading out of, and at some point I'll try to think of my moves. But for now, everything seems fine. We try to get their king to h8, where it's most safe. Bishop probably belongs to g4. This pawn's now for the taking. You might want to go for something like this, but after g3, I don't see really what to do there. So I guess the main aim is here to go for this pawn. I'm expecting knight a3, a6, knight c2. But he goes for a4, which doesn't really develop a piece. So I believe I can just go h8 now. Maybe go for the pawn. Because if I go take now, there's like this, and it's really annoying. But maybe that's some other nice moves here. Okay, so he's threatening this. But I'm still wondering, can I just take here? If he goes there, then I just move the queen. But I have to do it in a way that it still defends both t5 and c7. So I guess here. And then he would grab this pawn. But then, because my knight is here, I can just flip on my knight here, go for this. I think this is playable. I'm not sure, but I think it's playable. I just go for it. Expecting this, and then we just drop back. This is as far as I calculated. Knight d4. Oh, he just takes. Interesting. Because now he has knight c4 as well, which I didn't really includes. in my calculations. But my queen is nice and centralized here, so that's nice. So the only thing we have to do now is really develop this bishop on c8. And then we're kind of done with our development and can think about how to proceed with plan. And I see with this type of pawn structure that I kind of have to push my queenside pawn majority at some point. And I guess that point is kind of now to stabilize first off this pawn and also to protect this pawn. I have to probably go here. Problem is he can go there and then threaten a lot of stuff with this move. So I have to be careful here. That's why I need a little bit of a think now. This pawn is not under attack at the moment. So there are no worries there. I think we'll start with c6. Stop all these invasions for now. Stop his plans. And then think about how to continue this. Okay, I think the most active square for the bishop is here. Again, the knight here is not really, it's looking nice, but it's not really doing anything yet. So there we go. We finished our development, which is nice. We cannot push the a pawn because that would blunder a lot. That would blunder something. Okay, maybe he's threatening something like this. So I guess we should just bring in the other rook for now. Stopping any shenanigans like this. As well as developing a rook in an open line. And now we kind of control that open line. If the rook takes. And we're not really scared of knight b6 anymore, so that's also nice. Okay, queen here attacks this, attacks this. So we have to respond. How do we do that? I think about either queen e or queen here. Turning mates, right? But which one is better? Which one's better? Because I'm kind of scared of knight d6 when I go queen here. So I'll just stay there. Stay put. And this looks like a far less threatening move than queen e4 would, so he might even miss the mating threat. Um, from experience, but he doesn't. Very good. Okay, now this knight is very nice here. Kind of want to shy it away from the place it's in right now. We could do that via b5 immediately. After takes. We do have a bit of a weird pawn structure. So, okay, what are targets? The queen is a target that we saw. It's very accurate. It's very active here. This rook is undefended as well, but I don't see a way to attack it. The king looks vulnerable, but it isn't. And this pawn is also maybe a bit weak, but it's well protected by the knight. This pawn is twice attacked, twice defended. Hmm. And this pawn is also a weakness. So my idea was to go here, shy away the queen, but the queen can go here, which makes things difficult. This makes things difficult. I don't know. I don't know. You can figure it out, my friend. I tried to figure it out for 2 minutes. Okay, the state of the position was nothing much is happening. Yeah, this is something I must have been afraid of, but I don't know if that's has a good reason for that. The knight on the rim, you know what they say about those things. And there are only a few pieces on the board, so could be bad. This could be bad. Could also try something. No, that looks dumb. Rook d2. This looks most interesting out of all the moves, just to protect. And I don't see the disadvantage yet, because this is really out of the question. And I just protect this, and the knight is just misplaced here. Yes, it's defending this, but now this is undefended. So I really have to try to go to the dark squares. Okay, this goes back. But now I believe I can just attack him and continue my plan of uh, expanding my queen side majority. So yeah, I'm still playing in this positional mode, which seems to have decent effects. This is a move. This is a move. It's threatening a lot. It's kind of annoying. But I can just drop back my... He's threatening like this and this, but I feel like I can just drop back my queen here. And then this is still undefended, and how do you defend it? Like, I don't see it. I don't see it. Okay, he defends it like that. And also attacks a pawn in the process. But still, where does the knight go from here? Because the knight can't go here, 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 nor here. It's kind of trapped in the place it is right now. But if you attack it like this, he goes here. Yeah. But we can't really attack it either. Difficult. Yeah, I have 30 seconds and I have to speed it up a bit, honestly. It's uh it's taking way too long for me to find a move. The problem is I don't have the attack I desire to have, but I guess I can do a bishop here and here. It really looks promising. Okay, he has a sack, but it doesn't look that dangerous yet. But what do I know? What do I know? What do I know? There's queen here down. Could be dangerous. Everything looks dangerous, honestly, but okay, now I think I blunder because he has rook takes. But he doesn't do that. Okay, let's go here. All right. That's the blitz proportion of the game where I have to be absolutely silent. That's a great game. This is a great way of playing chess. All right, that was a nice game. Let's look at some well, analysis. Wow, adrenaline through my body. Woo! We did it! All right. So we played on 80% accuracy, which is okay, I guess. Let me just change the scene so you can see the full screen. Probably still, yeah. As said, some good positional play lets you seize the advantage in the middle game. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. And what I now do is, well, what you want to do, at least what I learned from my coach, which is around 2200, is you want to make less mistakes. Less mistakes. I made five. And mistakes are misses, like we go from bottom to up. I didn't blunder, but I still made mistakes. A mistake here and miss opportunities too. So we just go through those. So here I went there. Apparently this thread is very strong, but now I analyze, oh, why I see G3. I know this is a usual plan in these sort of openings. And then, oh, there's knight e5. Okay, that looks interesting. Um, Yeah, does look interesting. F4 apparently takes. And now the white squares are weak. That's what I got from this. Um, and I'm like, okay, yeah, you're probably right. Then we go to the next mistake, which should show some way somehow, or the next miss, which is not that move, but bishop d5 back, which I made in time trouble. I guess my best guess would actually be to overlook the opportunity to win a knight through a skewer. Uh, uh, I don't know, but my best guess would actually be to play something like queen here back, which is a lot better considering my previous moves was this. Engine probably gives an even better move. Ah, rook back. That's actually, yeah, that's really accurate. That's really accurate. Ah, that's a pin. Well, actually, a skewer apparently. So two missed wins, which is okay, but it's just something to keep in the back of my head. But the mistakes is what it's really about. 95 was apparently a mistake. Uh, for the same reason, we already went through this. Knight g5 was better because it had knight e5 in it. These back moves really, yeah, killed my vibe. Bishop f5 really felt like a good move, but apparently b4 is very strong. Takes, takes, and the knight really doesn't have a good spot to go to, I guess. D3 follows, apparently. I have to see this, but I don't. It's just a very hard move to calculate. And then Queen e4. All right, because you don't care about this, because you... Okay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. But Queen b3, and then this is coming. Wow, Bishop h3, and if takes, there's Rook f6 going for mate. That's some nasty stuff, but I forgive myself for that. I didn't see that. That's all fine. Bishop f5, b4 was better. Bishop e4, mate with 25 seconds on the clock. I thought it was a really good move, honestly. I really thought bishop d5 was a really, really good move. Because look at the bishop on that diagonal. I I disagree with the computer here, but of course I would like to hear the past move. Oh yeah, the missed win. Okay, that was a better move. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Okay, that this didn't do anything because it's still doing the same thing. Okay, I'm targeting that pawn, but the pawn is not what I'm aiming for. Yeah, and rook f8. Again, a very hard move to find, but yeah. So if you go through the whole game, e4, e5, just a normal game. And this is what I play against a Fried Liver. We went into these tactical variations where uh, black often has knight g5 ideas. Probably not in this line, but the whole point being this is very strong. But after h3 here, there's really nothing. You can try some shenanigans like this, but you're just only helping white to develop. These are usually the ideas in his opening. Our opponent went into a line I didn't know after bishop a3, which I was really surprised about. A4. Again, wasn't sure what to do, so I went for a safe route. Took a pawn. Opponent had the opportunity to do this, but then I was about to do this. Takes, and I would have really blundered the whole game, probably. But I have c6 here. Maybe I would have found c6. But really happy that my opponent just took. And yeah, I kind of made some mistakes. I really made some mistakes there in the deals. Queen e2 in this variation looks really weird. Wow. Okay. Yeah, very drawish though. But I guess that's just what you see. Yeah. All right. Yeah. And then we just try to mate him because that's all we got going for us in the last few seconds. And it worked for us. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.